130-year-old.
Welcome to Express News. We give you top 100 news of the day. First-time MLA Rekha Gupta took oath as Chief Minister of India's capital, Delhi, on Thursday after the Bharatiya Janata Party returned to power after 27 years. She is the fourth woman Chief Minister. Besides her, 6 new elected MLAs also took oath as members of the new Council of Ministers. The swearing-in ceremony was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Ministers and Deputy Chief Ministers of 20 states and other senior BJP leaders and workers. PM Modi congratulated the newly elected Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and all the ministers in the New Delhi cabinet, posting photographs of the oath-taking ceremony on social media site X. The newly appointed Chief Election Commissioner of India, Gyanesh Kumar, called on President Draupadi Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi on Thursday. The 4-day-long 55th Director General Level Border Coordination Conference between India's Border Security Force and Border Guard Bangladesh concluded in New Delhi on Thursday. This is the highest level talks between India and Bangladesh held twice every year. India's Minister of State of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shantanu Thakur, inaugurated the second edition of Green Shipping Conclave 2025 in Mumbai on Thursday. The conclave focuses on addressing climate change and environmental sustainability in the maritime industry. India's Civil Aviation Minister K. Raman Naidu on Thursday launched the electronic personnel license for pilots, making India the second country in the world to implement EPL for crew. In a significant display of growing maritime cooperation between India and the United Arab Emirates, the Indian Coast Guard ship Shur has docked in Abu Dhabi for a week-long participation in 2 major defense exhibitions. India's Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has issued an advisory to OTT platforms and self-regulatory bodies of the platforms to ensure strict adherence to India's laws and the code of ethics prescribed in the information technology. The Ministry of Defence has signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited, Bengaluru, for the procurement of 149 software-defined radios for Indian Coast Guard that will enable secure and reliable information sharing, collaboration and situational awareness. India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched an intensified special NCD screening campaign on Thursday. The initiative aims to achieve 100% screening of all individuals aged 30 years and above for prevalent non-communicable diseases. India's Minister for Tribal Affairs, Joel Oram, lauded the proactive initiatives of the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes while addressing the gathering at the 22nd Foundation Day celebrations. Chief Minister of North Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, on Thursday said that the state budget for the financial year 2025-26 is important for creating a roadmap for the next 25 years. India is elected as the Vice Presidency of the International Organization of Aids to Marine Navigation in Singapore. To boost the fisheries sector in Kupwara city in the Indian Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Deputy Commissioner Ayu Sudan inaugurated a live fish vending centre in Chokibal village under the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Tourism Malaysia is participating for the 21st time for the South Asia Travel and Tourism Exchange in New Delhi. The event aims to attract the Indian market and promote Malaysia as a preferred tourist destination. Tourism Malaysia intends to promote the Visit Malaysia 2026 global campaign at this year's SAT Director of Tourism Malaysia said that there has been a significant increase in Indian tourists visiting Malaysia. The 9th Asia Economic Dialogue will commence in Pune, Maharashtra from Friday. The 3-day-long event is themed Economic Resilience and Resurgence in an Era of Fragmentation. A massive fire broke out in a warehouse in Uttar Pradesh's Noida. The fire is under control now and no injuries or casualties are reported. Indian equity indices ended lower on third consecutive session on Thursday. At close, the Sensex was down 203 points to stand at 75,736 and the Nifty was down 20 points to stand at 22,913. Indian rupee ended 28 paise higher at 86.66 per dollar on Thursday. Gold futures maturing on the 4th of April was priced at rupees 86,458 per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for 5th of March maturity stood at rupees 97,630 per kilogram on the MCX. Global crude oil prices were little changed on Thursday after rising to a near one-week high in the previous session as an industry report showing a build-up in US crude stockpiles weighed on sentiment. US stocks ended marginally higher on Wednesday and the S&P 500 notched its second straight all-time closing high. Microsoft on Wednesday unveiled a new chip that it said showed quantum computing is years, not decades away. Microsoft said that it could transform everything from fighting pollution to developing new medicines, joining Google and IBM in arguing that the promise of quantum computing is closer to reality. Global stocks are treading cautiously on Thursday due to US President Donald Trump's tariff plans, geopolitical worries, and the Federal Reserve's cautious stance. The yen hit its strongest level in over 2 months on Thursday as investors rammed up bets on further rate hikes from the Bank of Japan this year. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is on 2-day visit to Johannesburg. The minister will participate in the G20 Foreign Ministers meeting at the invitation of the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of South Africa, Ronald Lamola. Hamas on Thursday handed over bodies of the 2 youngest captives to Israel. The handover is the first return of dead bodies during the current agreement. The handover of bodies will be followed by the return of 6 living hostages on Saturday in exchange for hundreds more Palestinians. Taking to on social media Truth, US President Donald Trump denounced Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as a dictator on Wednesday. He wrote, "A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left." Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Wednesday that he is counting on unity and courage from the United States and hopes that his meet with US envoy for Russia and Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, turns to be constructive. France hosted the second meeting to discuss Ukraine and European security on Wednesday with leaders of 19 countries. The leaders agreed on carrying out all the responsibilities to ensure peace and security in Europe. French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer will visit Washington next week amid other meetings aimed at bringing an end to Russia's war in Ukraine. Maros Sefcovic, Commissioner for Trade and Economic Security for the European Union, has made it clear it will not back down if Washington moves forward with tariff hikes. US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered a review of the department's 2026 budget. The plan could slash the defense budget by 8% annually, or some $290 billion within the next 5 years. The US government on Wednesday moved to kill New York's congestion pricing scheme designed to reduce traffic and finance public transport by imposing tolls on drivers in Manhattan. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority in New York on Wednesday sued the Trump administration over its bid to kill congestion pricing program. The United States has designated 8 Latin American criminal and drug trafficking groups as global terrorist organizations. French Prime Minister François Bayrou survived a 6th no-confidence vote since taking office on December 13 last year after lawmakers in the National Assembly rejected a motion from the Socialists. The Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, held bilateral talks with Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian during his visit to Tehran on Wednesday. Both countries emphasized the need for coordinated measures by Islamic nations to support the people of Gaza. Arab leaders will gather in Saudi Arabia on Friday to counter President Donald Trump's plan for US control of Gaza and the expulsion of its inhabitants. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said that US drone flights over Mexican territory were part of a collaboration with the US government, adding that there was nothing illegal about it. South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol appeared at the country's constitutional court on Thursday for his impeachment trial, which has entered its final stage. Former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has been charged with leading a plan to overthrow the government after losing the 2022 election. The plan allegedly included poisoning President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and attacking democracy. UN Security Council members met at the United Nations on Wednesday in hopes of averting the widening conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Pope Francis is currently undergoing treatment at the hospital in Rome. The Vatican reported on Thursday that the Pope's condition is stable. We are heading for a short break here on DD India. We'll be back with Express News in just a bit. Stay tuned.
Timeless, boundless, and infinite. The essence of faith, the soul of Sanatan culture, from the sacred confluence of Prayag, where divinity descends to earth. Witness the grandeur, the devotion, the magic, world's largest cultural and spiritual gathering, with over 450 million devotees expected to attend. Mahakumbh, India's greatest festival of faith. Exclusively on DD India.
Welcome back to Express News on DD India. Let's resume. And a severe cold snap is gripping west central Texas state in United States, with temperatures expected to drop to single digits. Extreme weather warnings are in place for the state's west central areas until Thursday. Several flights have been cancelled in Turkey's Istanbul due to heavy snowfall. The Turkish State Meteorological Service forecasted that snowfall will continue for the next 4 days, with temperatures falling to -1 degree Celsius. Residents of northern Japan saw deep snow up to the rooftops in some areas on Thursday after 2 weeks of snowfall. Snowfall in several cities have caused traffic disruption and several fatalities. Extensive flooding caused severe traffic disruption and forced the closure of several roads in Botswana's capital, Gaborone on Wednesday. Yellow Mountain in China's Huangshan city bathed in crisp winter sunshine with a rainbow appearing in the clouds in the valley below. The mountain has become a focal point for tourists. Lahore and Spiti districts of Indian hilly state Himachal Pradesh have transformed into a winter wonderland as it received a fresh spell of snow on Thursday. The capital of Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, also witnessed light to moderate snowfall affecting vehicular movement in the city. Sonmarg town in India's Union Territory Jammu and Kashmir was seen engulfed in a white blanket after it received snowfall on Thursday morning. Jammu and Kashmir's Srinagar received moderate rainfall in the last 24 hours. India's meteorological department has predicted more rain and snow in higher reaches over the next few days. India's capital Delhi received rainfall on Thursday morning accompanied by strong winds, bringing a noticeable drop in temperature. Hollywood celebrities including Sabrina Carpenter, Chappelle Roan, Charlie XCX, other artists have donated items for an auction with benefits going to local groups helping residents affected by the Los Angeles wildfires. The SS United States, a historic American ocean liner, began its final journey being towed off Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where it has been docked since its retirement. The ship is headed to Alabama, where it will be sunk to create an artificial reef, providing a habitat for marine life and a destination for divers. The 14-time champion Samba school Beja Flor is all set to perform at 2025 edition of Rio's Carnival. A rugged, high-speed quadruped robot called Lynx, developed in China, has been showing off some of its impressive off-road capabilities, giving it the edge in tough terrain. The dog-like robot, developed by Hangzhou-based tech company, can skillfully navigating complex environments, hopping over a creek, parting down a ski slope and jumping over boulders with ease. 26th edition of world's largest ice and snow theme park, Ice and Snow World, is being organized in Chinese city of Harbin. Served as a branch venue of the 2025 Asian Winter Games, the theme park has attracted more than 3 million visitors within 2 months after its opening. A free dance class in Vietnam's Hanoi has ignited the passion for dancing in people who are visually impaired. The dance classes help visually impaired individuals to gain confidence and integrate into the community. The Museum of Fine Arts of Turkmenistan, named after the great Saparmurat Turkmenbashi, celebrates its 20th anniversary. In connection with this significant event, as well as in accordance with the International Year of Peace and Trust, a large-scale exhibition, Art, the Language of Peace, was organized. As the Mahakumbh 2025 is set to conclude on February 26 enters its final phase, Prayagraj has witnessed a massive influx of pilgrims over the past 4 days, with their numbers surpassing 10 million. Largest tribe of India's northeastern state of Assam, the Maising, celebrated the Ali-Ai Ligang festival in Jorhat on the first Wednesday of the month of Fagun. The festival is deeply rooted in agricultural traditions that marks the beginning of the sowing season and has been observed by the Maising community since ancient times. Ben Stiller, Willem Dafoe, Goldie Hawn, Sterling K. Brown, Joe Alwyn, Lily Rose Depp, and Anna de Armas and Connie Nielsen have been announced as presenters at the 97th Academy Awards. US composer Adrian Quesada's track Like a Bird has been nominated for Best Song as a part of the soundtrack to prison drama Sing Sing in the 97th Academy Awards. Quesada says the nomination is still kind of surreal. Colombian singer Shakira arrived to her hometown of Barranquilla early on Tuesday. And during a Latin American tour, Las Mujeres Llano Lloran and British actors Tom Hiddleston and Hayley Atwell are back in the West End, starring as Benedict and Beatrice in William Shakespeare's comedy Much Ado About Nothing. The highly anticipated second season of HBO's critically acclaimed drama series The Last of Us is set to premiere on April 13. South Korean director Bong Joon-ho said that his new film Mickey 17, starring British actor Robert Pattinson, highlights the resilience of ordinary people against the powerful authoritarianism. Lady Gaga has officially unveiled the tracklist for her highly anticipated 7th studio album Mayhem, which marks a return to her pop roots. Malian director Souleymane Cissé, one of the fathers of African cinema, died Wednesday in a Bamako clinic, aged 84. Makers of the upcoming historical film The Pride of Bharat, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, unveiled its first poster on Wednesday. India's southern state of Telangana will host the Miss World pageant this year. Telangana outnumbered Dubai in taking the top slot for conducting this prestigious event. Rohit Sharma led India have started their Champions Trophy campaign against Bangladesh at the Dubai International Stadium. Bangladesh captain Najmul Hussain Shanto won the toss and opted to bat first in the opening match of the ICC Champions Trophy against India. Havan and Puja are being performed for the victory of Team India in India's holy city of Varanasi. New Zealand outplayed Pakistan by 60 runs in the opening game of the much-awaited Champions Trophy 2025 in Karachi on Wednesday. Pakistan suffered a major blow ahead of its high-stakes Champions Trophy 2025 clash against India as opening batter Fakhar Zaman has been ruled out due to injury. Delhi Capitals secured 7-wicket victory in a final over thriller against the UP Warriors in the Women's Premier League in Kotambi Stadium on Wednesday. Mbappe struck a brilliant hat-trick for Champions League holders Real Madrid in a 3-1 win over Manchester City on Wednesday. Lionel Messi helped Inter Miami edge past Sporting Kansas City 1-0 in the weather-delayed CONCACAF Champions Cup first leg clash on Wednesday. Defender Flamengo scored an extra-time goal to give PSV Eindhoven a 3-1 home win in the second leg of the Champions League playoff against Juventus. Top seed Carlos Alcaraz withstood a charge from qualifier Nardi for a 6-1, 4-6, 6-3 win in the second round of Qatar Open in Doha on Wednesday. Second seed Alex de Minaur moved into the last 8 of Qatar Open, overcoming Botic van de Zandschulp 6-4, 6-4. Now he'll face Andrei Rublev in the quarterfinals. In Qatar Open tennis, in India's Rohan Bopanna and his Portuguese partner Borges will take on Julian Clash and Lloyd Glasspool in the men's double quarterfinal. FIH Pro League, the Indian men bounced back from defeat to register a hard-fought 1-0 win against Germany in Bhubaneswar on Wednesday. After a tightly contested 4 quarters, Spain emerged victorious over India 1-0 in the FIH Women's Hockey Pro League in Bhubaneswar on Wednesday. Shrija Akula claimed a win on the opening day of the Asian Cup tournament in China. Shrija defeated Qatar's Aya Mohammed 3-0 in her women's singles group match. That's it in Express News. News and updates will continue. You keep watching DD India.